Welcome back. If you just joined us, this is Breakfast Daily Weekend, and we are getting into another conversation. And this conversation is actually about an event that is about to happen, and it's the Republic Day Lecture, the Republic Day Public Lecture. And in the studio with us is Air Commodore Thomas Nifio Okai, who is the Assistant Commandant and Senior Division of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, and Senior Hosi, CEO of Ghana Chamber of Bulk.
No.
Okay, all right. All right,
I'm a member of the One Ghana movement.
Anyway.
Is the reason why I'm here today.
All right, you're
Good
welcome.
to have you then.
Good to have you.
Thank
you.
How's everything?
We're taking it one step at a time. We've been blessed with life.
All right.
We're looking forward to a fantastic program to advance the cause of our democracy.
All right, so tell us about it, the Republic Day Public Lecture.
The Republic Day is a very, very significant feature of our entire governance and democratic calendar. We now have it as a commemorative day. Previously, hitherto, it used to be a holiday. It was that significance because it is the time that really marks the being a full republic. We had some form of independence, but its completeness was established through us becoming a republic after we had a referendum, and we actually had our first Republican constitution.
Right.
It's lost on many, but that is a very defining feature of our governance calendar.
Right.
Thankfully, the One Ghana movement, in partnership with the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, are advancing this particular lecture. One, to bring a bit more light into the kind of relationship that should exist between the military and the civilian governance system, or the democratic governance system. Remember, the president is supposed to be a civilian. You can't be a military president in our country under our current constitution. The 1992 constitution and the 57 one also makes the president the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Okay.
It means that you actually have a situation where you have a civilian.
He's a civilian and also commander-in-chief.
Yes.
Now becoming a commander-in-chief of a military setup. We've had a very unique relationship between the military and the civilian fraternity relative to the governance structure. We can't talk more about the coups that's happened in this country. But it's been a very important construct to actually sustain democracy and to create harmony.
Right.
But its management and the complexities around it ought to be optimized. So we don't actually vitiate the functionalities that's set within the military. That is also tasked with governing and protecting our sovereignty. The military in the same instance. It is. All right, just like every citizen too is also tasked in our constitution to deliver that.
Right.
And the influences, the professionalism, the structure in governing the military, which is supposed to be the most professional body in our country, you know, always creates some kind of interesting dynamics that may in itself threaten the sustainability of our military. So this platform is going to create an opportunity for us to have an honest conversation. And we have no other person than our former security minister, one of the longest serving security ministers we've had. And that's Francis Poku. People call him the Edgar Hoover of Ghana, you know, of time past. We also have Madame Josephine, Her Excellency Josephine Nkrumah, who is the ECOWAS ambassador currently in Liberia. She used to be the chairperson of the NCC, the National Commission for Civic Education. We also have a security analyst and expert in Professor Kwesi Enin, who also used to be head of, I think, the academic affairs at the Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Training Center. So it's going to be a very rich conversation. It's a conversation we must all follow and contribute constructively to. It shapes the future of our democracy.
Right. Okay, so Air Commodore, like, how important was it for the Ghana Armed Forces to join the One Ghana movement for this conversation?
Well, when we say the armed forces, that's very broad, but we'll try to limit it to the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, which is a tertiary institution. Now, The Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College offers training not only in the military field, but also academic.
Right.
Like I said, it's a tertiary institution. Now, we offer postgraduate courses, and we are mandated to deliver public lectures as part of the master's programs that we run. And so then we thought that, why not institute something that could be annual? It is big. But then, the military does not live in isolation. We are a part of society and not apart from it.
Fantastic.
So why don't we get people on board so we shed light on what we do at the college? Because probably without such platforms, you wouldn't know what the Ghana Armed Forces is all about.
I didn't even know about the
Not
college.
to talk about the
Yeah.
staff college
Yeah.
and what we offer. And so we thought that, look, we are not going to be able to do this alone.
Right.
We ought to get partners, collaborators, people who would give us the necessary backbone, if you want,
Right.
so we can stand and then discuss freely matters that affect us as citizens of the nation.
Right.
Right. My question
Yeah.
to you before we quickly wrap up on this one: how important, or how does this mean to the Ghana Armed Forces and the nation as a whole?
Now, you look at the topic, reflections on democratic control over the military, a way forward for sustainability. My brother here said it when we became a republic. This is the fourth republic, isn't it? And I guess it's the longest republic, isn't it?
And will be
First,
the
second,
last
third.
republic.
Yeah.
It will last forever.
And so, what is it that has made this possible? Are there some weak bridges that ought to be strengthened? What is going to make us sustain this? What are the challenges? How do we overcome these challenges and ensure that this peace that we enjoy continues?
Remains.
And so it is very, very vital for us that we get this out into the public domain.
Right. All right.
So,
So,
where is this happening?
It's happening at the Hamidou Hall at the
Right.
Ghana Armed Forces Staff Command and Staff College. So almost opposite the shooting range, as you know, the tertiary shooting range, where it's in the there will definitely be marks to guide you, and officers there will also give you guidance into. It's actually just before the
That we
Kofi
share
Annan-
a wall with
the
Kofi
Kofi
Annan.
Annan.
when?
Time and date?
So this is out at 2:30. It's going to be live on TV, CT ChannelOne, sorry.
Yeah.
Right, that's
And
okay.
live on radio.
Yeah. Right.
It's also going to be live on other sister networks. But it starts at 2:30. Everybody, it's a public event. Everybody is invited. Also know that this is one of a set of public lectures that the One Ghana Movement partners, tertiary institutions should do. The first every year is the Constitution Day
Right.
lecture. This year it was delivered by none other than our former electoral commissioner,
Right.
Afarijan. Now we are going to have Francis Poku deliver this. Hopefully we'll have a couple also coming up within the year.
Right.
And because it's also an academic environment, we freely talk. There is freedom in the expressions and thoughts that everyone has. So while you are there, don't get worried that you're in a military environment. No, you are in school.
You can come and
Say
ask your
everything
questions.
that
yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
say. If you want to ask questions, feel free. The military is bringing itself to us. They are partnering the public, and as he said, they are not apart from the public or the
Right.
society.
They are
The
part.
military is part. So let's go in that unity and be very calm about it. People have been scared about going there. Don't worry at all.
I think that it's important that we mention some of the people invited.
Yes.
Now, we're going to have the parliament,
Yes.
especially the Select Committee on Defense and Interior,
Both sides.
Council of State, the judiciary,
Yes.
political
diplomatic.
parties, security services, members of the diplomatic corps, academia,
Yes.
the media,
Yeah.
our friends and families. I mean, you are all invited.
Right.
Anybody
So it's a free
listening
event.
to us
It's a free
now,
event.
big event.
And come
is
and
invited.
speak very freely. I've had the fiercest debates right in that space.
Right.
Having very difficult debates with
That's the safest environment.
It's the
to come
safest
out.
place you
Right.
can be.
So it's on Monday, the 1st of July, 2024 at 2:30 at the Hamidu Hall, Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College. And it will also be live on Facebook at City 973 FM and ChannelOne TV GH and One Ghana Movement. Remember, it will also be live on TV2 right here on ChannelOne TV and on City 97.3 FM. Yeah.
We've been speaking to Air Commodore Thomas Nifiu Okan. He's the Assistant Commandant Senior Division of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, as well as Senyo Hosi. He says we shouldn't say that, so
Just a
One Ghana
movement.
movement.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been talking about the Republic Day public lecture, which is scheduled for 1st July. So do stay tuned to Channel One Television as well as City 97.3 FM on all the other updates about that coming up later on. So we take a quick breather at this point. When we come back, the show continues.